Here we go. Much better. Here we go, guys. We are back. We are back. Euro 2020 in full swing. I'm excited to be here, man. I can't lie. I'm actually excited to be here again. Because the tournaments only come around once every 4 years, and you can feel the hype and you can feel the excitement because there's 54 people here right now. There's 54 people watching now. That just happened very quickly on this channel. So thank you very much for being here. It's be another really good show. Looking forward to it. Let's get a banner down below. We'll go to some comments in a second. We'll just put the same one from today, except we've got to change a couple of things, don't we? We've got to change a couple of things, like England and Holland. Holland did not pick up the wins. You know who did though? France. Because really at the end of the day, the other two were not surprising from Romania perspective, but the way that they won, was something. And I guess the headline is Lukaku Belgium down again. To be honest, he's more so letting himself down now, but isn't he? Oh, my audio is double echoing. You guys are saying. Let me try and start this one again. Give me a second. I'll be right back. All right, guys, how's it going now? Let me know if it does the double echo again. And if so, I'll just record with the computer microphone today. This does happen sometimes when I've had a busy day on this computer and stuff gets screwed up between and out. So if Jean, Massimo, and Steve can let me know, because if not any better, I will be able to fix it. Yeah, better now? Cool. If it again, just let me know and I'll just connect it because the microphone's not too bad from the computer anyway. But thank you, everyone that is joining. And let's go straight to today's results, man, because it was another really good day. And you can all see the headline. I'll see the thumbnail. Kylian Mbappe, who wasn't poor, just wasn't his clinical self that he has freedom to be for PSG. And it's time. One sec. All right, how are we sounding now? I don't really have time to exit StreamYard, but if this is still good now, I've just inserted like the headphone microphone. So if this is clear, we'll go for this. But if this is awful, then I will exit StreamYard altogether. So just let me know if you can hear me properly, and I'll use my bigger voice if I need to speak to the computer rather than speak to the microphone. Perfect, beautiful. Here we go. Let's go properly. Let's pretend that audio little thing didn't happen. So thank you, Jean. Thanks, Steve, for coming through. I can't wait to link up with you soon. Once again, it should be good. Let's go have a look. Oh, it's going to be a good day tomorrow as well. It's going to be a very good day tomorrow. It's going to be a very good day. Let's start from the top. All right. Romania. I don't know how many people have been able to see that statue goal, but it is off its head. It is off its head. I can't show it because of the replays and the copyright, but it was a hit. It was a perler. That statue goal today is everything that's right with these sort of tournaments, yeah? That is an absolute peach of a goal in an international tournament. I watched some like long highlights, about 27 minutes worth. I like Dragujan, even though he's not going to find the threats coming from the Ukraine as he will playing for Spurs in the Premier League, that's for sure. But I was happy to see a Serie A player perform well on an international stage there. That goal from Stanchu, though, I couldn't believe it. It was really, really, really good. 3 points for Romania, started by their captain. I forget who scored the other goals. Sorry. I think Marin got one of them. There's 2 Marins, by the way. Marin got one of them. I don't know who got the other one. But what a win from Romania. You called the dub yesterday. Steve called the dub yesterday. I know he did. Call the dub yesterday. So well done there. And well done to Romania. And with that sort of defeat, Ukraine at Dunskies, they are absolutely out. They are out. And a really bad day for, even players like Lucian Malinovsky, who didn't get to see the pitch until the 83rd minute. I was hoping that he would get a little bit more time because I'm a bit of a fan of his. I know Puskas came on for Romania, George Puskas, which would have been interesting to see what sort of minutes he got and how he played. He's at Bari at the moment. So Inter fans should remember his name. Romania now will be confident. And why wouldn't they be? Why wouldn't they be confident now of going through? Why wouldn't they now be confident of going through after seeing the results in the other game? And I don't know many people that would have had them to qualify at the start of the tournament. Arguably that Slovakia game is a huge upset. Let's go into that group right now while we're speaking about it. I'll zoom in a bit more. That should favor you guys a little bit more. After today's very surprising result between Slovakia and Belgium, we have Romania in pole position to take a spot in this group. The next game, I believe, is Slovakia and the Ukraine. Am I right? I thought I saw that. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, it is Slovakia and the Ukraine, Belgium and Romania. So really, really important fixture. This one here, this Belgium and Romania, it can tip the group back, can tip the group completely back into scale. I feel like this will be a really tight group when you come down to the crunch on match day 3. Huge 3 points for Romania, and even bigger 3 points for Slovakia. Steve says both Romania centre backs Dragujan and Burka were on demon time. Yeah, they were. Incredible performances. Romania showed in both halves they can defend for long stretches and also attack and keep possession. And their fans and the players and their reactions to their fans. Wow. Talk about pride. Oh, my days. Andrew Tate FC all day. Unbelievable. Good for them. They'll probably consider that a really, really pretty big insult. So apologize for that. But it's still funny to me. So I regret nothing. Good for Tate FC. I think that I hope nothing would make me happier than to see them upset Belgium, because if we're done talking about Romania, let's move on to the Slovakia game against Belgium. And oh my goodness, I could not believe those highlights when I watched them. I thought Belgium cannot buy a goal today. Belgium cannot buy a goal today. And 7th minute goal to Schranz. I forget who took the initial shot, which forced the keeper into a really, really good save. A really good save. And then the rebound for Schranz right there. And it was just, like the commentator said, it's not the start that you expected. But Belgium are down 1-0 to Slovakia. And what a sweet Slovakian day it ends up being. They make history. I don't think they've ever beaten Belgium before. Have they ever? I was about to say, have they won a Euro game? They did all right in 2016, didn't they? Didn't they upset England and didn't they get to the round of 16? So big up to Slovakia. Steve thinks Romania is getting a result against Belgium. I don't know about that. I don't know completely about that. But we'll see. We'll see. Mangala got a yellow card. Bakayoko came on in the 58th minute. Tielemans came on for Trossard and got a yellow card immediately. Carrasco saw some minutes as well. I didn't get to tune in much to this game, so I am pretty curious to see how it went properly. 56% possession to Belgium, 15 total attempts, 44 attacks to 37. More passes. Yeah, look, it looks like a pretty even game. Looks like a pretty even game. I think that's probably your shock of the tournament so far. I would say that's probably your biggest upset of the tournament so far. Because if we go through the other games, I don't think you're going to find a bigger upset than that. Let's have a look. This website can get very annoying with the way that they filter. Very, very annoying. It's ridiculous. No upsets. No upsets. Yeah. So it's your first major upset of the tournament. And I don't think there'll be one bigger than that on the first match day, unless the Czech Republic beat Portugal. Unless the Czech Republic beat Portugal, there won't be a bigger upset on match day 1 than Slovakia 1, Belgium 0. Slovakia, outstanding performance. They forced Belgium to go long. It wasn't really even an even game. Belgium were just, from what I've read, they were just very disappointing. And I just found it absolutely hilarious that Romelu Lukaku was denied not once, but twice. Missed 2 sitters. Oh, my days. Oh, it's just going to keep going downhill for this guy. The worst decision he ever made was to double cross my club. And I am just I'm so here for his downfall. I'm here for his downfall, shamelessly and full of pettiness as well. I don't care. I don't care. The way that guy treated my club towards the end, he can't fail enough from here on a professional football level. Belgium didn't go long, though, when Slovakia pressed them, so it just ended up being passing it back and forth. Okay, cool. Turkey, Georgia tomorrow, Portugal, and the Czech Republic. I think that the Czech Republic might have it in them to sustain 20 to 25 minutes of good football, but after a while, you're just going to see that midfield and the speed and the agility just outrun the Czechs 100%. I don't know. Look, you have to start Cristiano. You absolutely have to start Cristiano if we're allowed to talk about this game for a second. Will they have a predicted lineup? They probably should. So they've got like a pre-predicted lineup on the website. Diogo Costa, João Cancelo, Pepe, Diaz, Mendes, Palinha. Who does Palinha play for? He's played for Wolves? Or like, he's played for Spurs, or like Brentford? Fulham, my bad. Forgot. I don't know why I just drew a blank. Completely drew a blank. Vitinha, Bruno, Leao, Ronaldo, Bernardo Silva. To be honest, man, logically you can get away with starting Gonçalo Ramos up top, and Portugal will be very happy knowing that their heir to a very old Ronaldo now is a younger Gonçalo Ramos because he's more than capable. Good player, but you can't not start Ronaldo. Remember in the last World Cup, they rested him for a game or something like that. But look, I don't know. You got to start Cristiano in these games, and he'll make sure of it. He'll make sure that he's playing majority of minutes in these ones for sure. The Czechs, on the other hand, aren't going to boast an initial threat in midfield, that's for sure, or up top. Livakovic, Stanisic, Sutalo. Why am I reading Croatia's lineup? Stanek, Holes, Haranek, Krijesh, Kufal, Suchek, Provod, Barak, Jurasek, Kushta, Shek. How many of those names do you reckon I bombed? 9 out of 11? 8 out of 11? Possibly. Patrick Schick, eh? How bizarre was his transfer saga in Italy, if we're allowed to talk about that for a second? How bizarre was Patrick Schick's transfer saga in Italy? I don't know if anyone remembers when he joined Roma. But he was basically like signed for Juve, signed for Inter, signed obviously from Sampdoria, wasn't it? It was from Sampdoria. And then to Leverkusen. It was bizarre. Everyone thought that they'd signed him. And this just kept going back and forth, back and forth. Roma didn't get the best out of him. Leverkusen's gotten the best out of him now. Steve saying Schick will probably score. I'm not that confident in Portugal keeping a clean sheet, so I wouldn't mind hitting a little bet on both teams to score in that game. Maybe Portugal to win and both teams to score. That's probably where some decent money might be at. I might look into it. Remember that when he was looking to leave Sampdoria? Yeah, it was an absolute fiasco, bro. It was an absolute fiasco. I wouldn't be surprised if Lazio was in on it as well. Although Latito's not in on much. All right. Georgia and Turkey. Georgia and Turkey. That's going to be something. That's really going to be something. I clicked Georgia and Turkey. That's just ridiculous. That came up. I'm sure I did. Oh, there's the Czech fixtures versus Turkey. My bad. Let's go down to Georgia. Their match day one predicted lineup. I'm not going to say most of these, okay? So let's take 15 seconds of reading time. All right, we're done. We all know one player. Very good. Interesting to see how he plays. Very interesting to see how he plays because how am I supposed to spell this right first time? Very interesting to see how he plays. And we know why. We know why, don't we? Some very, very interesting news this week coming out of Camp Crava being reported on Fabrizio Romano. Equally as interesting response from Napoli Football Club and De Laurentiis. But now it's looking strange because Crava's agent has basically come out and said, what did he say exactly? I don't want to get this wrong. There it is. Might actually just share it. It'll be easier. Kvaratskhelia agent, we want to leave Napoli, but now we're all waiting for the Euro. With Conte, Napoli have big plans. I'm sure they will qualify to the Champions League again next season and fight for the Scudetto. But that doesn't mean that Crava wants to stay there. I don't mean it. I didn't talk with Kivica about this issue. The most important thing for him is national team. Our goal is the team that plays in the Champions League. The worst thing is that if he stays here, Kivica will lose 1 year because of that. We are worried. These are awful words for an agent to say, and I don't think there's any sort of lost in translation you can say about this that can justify it or that can curb the words. Hey, Amy, how you going? Nice to see you. Oh, really? That is interesting. That is very interesting, bro. That's a great stat to bring to the board. Willy Sagnol took an awesome penalty in the 06 final, played a great tournament, really good player, played the majority of his peak years for Bayern Munich, if I'm not mistaken. That's huge. You know what, bro? That really gives me an inkling that Georgia's here for an upset tomorrow, or they might get a point from Turkey. We haven't talked about Turkey yet. I was hovering over Hakan Çalhanoğlu to score a goal at $4. Crava to score a goal is $4. So who would you take in that sense, Steve? Crava or Hakan? It's going to be a good game tomorrow. Yeah, for his agent to say it with 3 years left on his contract, that's just absolutely bizarre. It's real amateur hour from the agent, in my opinion. So, yeah, not good. Not good at all. Turkey versus Georgia is at, let's start checking out some times. I'm sure Sagnol has done a great job. Let's have a look at Turkey. All right, so I'll start with Kelly. Is Demiral fit, or if he is, he will start? Hakan is there, obviously. Ayan is there. Gula is there. Yildiz is there, and Yilmaz is there as well. They got some. They got. Oh, you have got to be shitting me! Hey, how long has that been going on for? Oh man, that is dope. Since late last year, Montella. That gives me an extra reason to support them now. Now that they've got the their Italian coach. Their predicted lineup will be interesting. They must start with Hakan just in front of a midfield duo with Yilmaz up top, Yildiz on the side as well, probably. No, not this. This happened again. Anyway, I can't find the predicted lineup now, and this website's doing a madness. So, Turkey, I think that Turkey, very passionate nation. Even though Georgia are looking to surprise a little bit in this tournament, Turkey's still got the history. Turkey's still got the experience and the pedigree when it comes to at least boasting some sort of competitiveness at international level and at a European level. They have a very exciting team in their upcoming generation. Are so talented, are very top heavy, great forwards, a decent midfield, but a suspect defense. Yeah, well said. That being said, I don't think Georgia's going to be the team that knocks them. I don't think Georgia's going to be a team that knocks them. So I'm actually thinking of going with a Portugal win, both teams to score in that game, and Turkey to beat Georgia, thinking like 2-1 to Turkey. 2-1 to Turkey. So we'll see what happens there. After that, we are done with match day 1. That went quick. That went quick as it would. Only A to F in terms of the groups. You're taking Georgia 2-1 over Turkey. Who scores for you, bro? If Georgia's going to win the game, Krava's going to score in the game, right? Right. Thank you to the 65 people that are with me now. It is very, very heartwarming to know that many people are tuning in to these live streams across all platforms. And Portugal 3-1 check. Yeah, cool. Look, if I wasn't streaming this on Inter Worldwide, I'd mirror the Bet365 screen. But because that channel's monetized, Steve, I really don't want to be in a position to get it flagged like it did in the past. So I might actually do a betting stream. I'll think about that. That could be a good one. Cool. Goals for Krava and Mika. I'm going to suss out those odds as soon as I clock off here. So assuming that tomorrow goes all to plan, you're probably looking at 3 points for Portugal, maybe a point each for Georgia, Turkey, maybe 3 points for Georgia, maybe 3 points for Turkey. If we can just talk so far without Group F to finish off for today's stream, which will be shorter than yesterday's. Who's your most impressive side so far? You can put that in the comments if you do watch any of these streams back. How are you starting to prep for Italy and their next game, which I think we can get a point or win? Oh, by the way, to the comments, anyone watching the comments on the last stream, I get it, but please be mindful that Italy have only played one game. We're in a position where the squad is weak. I don't expect them to overperform, but if you really do think that I'm bringing negative energy to the Azzurri, you don't know me at all. I'm a very positive, very passionate Azzurri fan. I barrack for them on every forum, every page that I'm on, and especially in a time like now where they are receiving so much hate left, right, and center, I've been as staunch as I've ever been for them. As staunch as I've ever been for them. I will always defend this with everything. I know that there's a new little crop of Juve fans that are still upset about their failed rebuilds over the last few years and now deflecting and taking it out on the FIGC and highlighting Gravina and co is a really comfortable excuse. I'm not saying that there's no truth to it. There are many factual elements to it, but it's just really convenient now that there's so little interest coming from certain factions and camps of Italian fans. At the end of the day, everyone loves the national team when it's painted black and white, yeah? Everybody. And people still love it when it's red and black. At the moment, it is what it is. People can choose to support the national team or not. Win, lose, or draw. Forza Azzurri. Forza Italia. Sempre. Always. Always. But thank you, both of you, or the three of you, who wrote those comments. I appreciate it. I'm here for the hate. I'm here for the banter. Anytime, man. Anytime. Best team performance so far has been either Spain, Romania, or Slovakia. If I had to pick, I'll say Slovakia, just barely. I'm going to go and say, look, in respect to their opponent, you're probably right, Slovakia, and I will say Spain as well. Spain and Slovakia. I feel like I'm going to do a lot more of these streams, so there's no point in really looking at the games coming up after tomorrow's group. What we can do is just look at when we can expect the football over the next couple of nights, because there are no days off, if I'm not mistaken. There shouldn't be any days off. There's no way there's days off for the group stage. They don't have the time for days off. This is the worst view ever. Let's go back to the groups view. The 20th is match day 2 for Group A. Today's the 18th. Yeah, there ain't no time off, bro. There ain't no time off, bro. Group F, we will play tomorrow completely on the 19th, 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. Ooh, I get to tune into Portugal and the Czech Republic. That's fantastic. And then on the 19th, so no 11 p.m. game again on the 19th. We're going for, unless there's a sneaky game in there somewhere. Any sneakies? No sneakies. Oh, sneaky. Sneaky. Group B sneaky before Group A. Group B sneaky. Group A on the 20th. Yep, Group B sneaky. Big Group B sneaky. 11 p.m. tomorrow, Wednesday night, we will see Croatia take on Albania. Huge game and a slight advantage for Spain and Italy, knowing that that result is a day and a half before their game. They won't be cranky at that. The structure of these fixtures is gearing towards the Azzurri slightly. Very slightly. I'm talking about minor percentages here. But wouldn't it be awesome? Wouldn't it just be absolutely incredible to see Albania get something from Croatia? A point, a draw in that game, and Spain and Italy will feel very relaxed for their fixture, regardless of the result. I'd love a biscotto after that. 2 draws in this group to guarantee progression for our national team nice and early. Nice and early. It would be really, really good. So the 19th, we have Croatia and Albania. And I think I'm still going to have to predict a Croatia win for that one. We'll look at this game as well, because with the Group F games and this game, I should be able to do some content in between the next games after that. The 2 Group F games, they look great, and you should be excited that you get to watch them live. That's very good. I'm very jealous. All right, let's look at some stats and facts. Nothing worth mentioning, really. Nothing too worth mentioning. It would be really nice to see Albania get a shock, but I'm going to have to go with Steve here. I think Croatia 2-1 almost sounds like exactly the sort of result that you're going to see. So just premature picks. We gave Portugal. We gave, Steve's going Georgia. I might gear a couple of things on that game. I might go Turkey. Yeah, we'll see. I'll have to look at it properly. Anyway, that'll do for today. And Steve, I'm going to send you a message, because if you're awake at this time again, the next time I do this, you can just jump into the stream as well. No point communicating in the chat if we can do it face to face. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it, bro. Thank you to everybody else that came by. It was really cool. A lot of people on different platforms. We'll be back tomorrow. Hoping for a Portugal win. A Portugal win would make me happy, because I do like Portugal. Anyway, Forza Inter. Still campioni.